Hello, guys. We're back.
Howdy.
We're talking Final Four today.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, we'll mix
what
in.
I know. Yeah, for what I know.
Hey, based off of my brackets and yours, we don't know that much.
Dude, my bracket disintegrated Thursday, Friday with not only Marquette choking, Creighton choked. Who else? Who was the other team? They all choked.
Yeah, because
they all
you only
choked.
have two number one seeds in the Final Four.
I was not taking them.
I took Uconn, and
Yeah.
that was the easy pick, though. That was the obvious thing, but didn't take Purdue. I thought they would choke, but here we are.
Yeah, I just always fade the teams who choke. Didn't happen.
They didn't choke. Well, Marquette did, I guess.
Marquette choked, yeah.
But they went further than I thought they would. They did make the Sweet 16.
Damn.
So, it is what it is.
Bounced by Colorado or Florida.
Right, exactly.
Damn, yeah.
So, we're going to discuss that. We're going to do a little bit of discussion of football, NFL football.
Yeah, that'll come at the end. We'll
that'll
talk
be at the
about
end.
the Fields, being
Right.
traded.
Yes.
Sad time. Sam Howell getting traded. Sad time.
It was sad for you. I called it, though. I didn't call him getting traded, but I called him. I called them maybe picking up a new
Don't worry,
quarterback.
he'll be the starter for the Seahawks by week 3.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, he'll take Geno's spot. They know Geno's a dud.
Yeah, they got what they needed out of him, though. But
They
still,
did. He had 4,000 yards passing, but basketball. Anyways, we got 2 games.
let's start it up. Yes, I'm going to start up with the NC State Purdue matchup.
Okay.
It's the 11th seed NC State against the number 1 seeded Purdue.
Who would have guessed the ACC champions would roll in?
Well,
winning 4 more.
It was a little birdie was telling me about how strong the ACC was this year, but people didn't give them credit.
Yeah.
It was a guy that I talked to. He's a college basketball guy, so he was saying how strong they were, and people didn't give the ACC any credit, but they did pretty well in this tournament. Now in this game, NC State they just came out of nowhere because they were really NIT bound before the ACC tournament.
Yeah, I think they're a 500 team since all of this has happened, since they went on, a 9-game win streak?
9-game win streak.
They lost like 7 games prior in a row.
Yeah, they were on the downside, but they caught fire. Just like how these these March Madness things goes.
Yeah.
You catch fire and anything can happen.
But also unsurprised, just you win the ACC, you should kind of be on people's radars.
Right, exactly.
I had them in the Sweet 16 in a bracket or two. I just didn't think they'd make a run like they have.
Yeah.
I thought Purdue would choke.
I did too. I honestly did.
Edey's been tearing it up, though. He is, college basketball player of the year?
Yep.
Technically.
Yeah, he'll probably win it this year too.
Yeah, 25-12 a game.
He had 40 last game against Tennessee.
Yeah, it was a great game. Dalton Nectar, whatever, he's balling too. I think he had 35.
Yep. So, I'm going to break this down as best I can. First of all, Purdue hasn't gotten to the Final Four since 1980. So this is something cool for Purdue.
Yeah.
Now,
83 for NC State as well.
Yeah.
Long
With
time
Jim Valvano, yeah.
Long time coming.
I was watching the Final Four in '83 when they won the whole thing.
God damn.
God dog, I'm old. I was a young kid then though, but I do remember. I'm like, man. They played against Houston with Hakeem Olajuwon. Mm-hmm. Clyde Drexler was on the squad
Jesus
too.
Christ,
They called them Phi Slamma Jamma, man. Because all they did was dunk.
Yeah.
They were
Sounds like did they win the championship?
No, NC State beat them.
Oh wow.
NC State won the whole thing.
Yeah, is that they're the only team ever to win as an 8 seed?
Yeah.
That was that year. Okay.
So, that was memorable, but they're back.
Yeah.
26-14 record they have right now. And like we said, they're on fire right now, have won 9 straight. Now, they're going to have to deal with Purdue and Edney. Zach is just killing folks, man. He's just so big. He seems to
7'4" monster.
He understands how to get position though. Yeah. Also, he's not a stupid player. He's not as athletic, to me.
Yeah.
He's kind of slut-footed.
He's also 7'4", so
but he's
7'4".
Yeah,
and
he gets great position, and he has a pretty decent touch for a big.
Yeah.
Now, NC State has a couple bigs that can body him. They're not as tall as him, but they can body him. I know DJ Burns.
Yeah, Mohamed Diarra.
Yes.
Those guys
for sure.
are going to double duty this guy. That's kind of the main focal point of the game. As long as they stay out of foul trouble early.
As long as they stay out of foul trouble, that's a good point.
They have to, because, this guy could just terrorize the game and put up 40 again.
Yeah. He gets to the line an awful lot as well.
Yeah.
But they need to really focus also on trying to get him in foul trouble.
Yeah.
If they can. But, Purdue's, their 3-point shooters, can make the game a lot simpler as well when hitting their shots. Now, they didn't hit, they were what? I think they were 3 of 14, I believe, against Tennessee. But Edie has such a big game that it really didn't matter.
Yeah, Foster Lawyer, we're looking at you.
Right, exactly. So
Braden Smith looking at you.
Yes. Now it's a what, 8.5 spread now? Spread?
I've seen it go to 8.5. That's where it sits currently.
Okay.
I think the public is on the same. They're kind of where we're at. I think NC State covers this game.
I believe they do too. If I was a betting man, which I am,
which you are, yeah.
I'd put my money on NC State to cover.
Yeah.
Only to cover. I think they lose the game, but it's going to be a decent game because NC State has been playing well, and we see Purdue has been playing very well. Mm-hmm. No one thought I didn't think they'd get there, probably due to their coach as well. Matt Painter, he's a little shaky to me.
Yeah.
I didn't have a lot of confidence in them making it to the Final Four, but they're here. But I say that NC State covers. But I still believe Purdue will be in the finals.
Yeah, that is exactly where I sit. If I really wanted to, I would tease up that 8.5. Give it 7 points and give me 15.5, and then tease the. I'd probably say tease the under. So that'd be 152.5, and you'd get around -130 for it if you're at a good enough reputable book.
Well, I have the under at 145.
Yeah, I see 145.5. So if I can get the extra half point, please let me squeeze it. 153 is not happening in this game. I think tempo is gonna be very slow.
In order for NC State to stay in the game, well, that's how Purdue plays, though.
Yeah,
with the big,
they're scoring consistent 60, maybe 70.
Right. And interesting tidbit is Purdue is number 2 in the nation in offense. But they're number 16 in defense. So I think I slept on them.
Let me guess, Uconn's number 1 and 1 in both categories.
I don't know for sure, but probably.
Yeah, probably something like that.
Definitely up there.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm cheering for fun and a cover. That's really, at this point for me, this is about the schools and the people that attend them, alumni. This is your guys' game, or people that were deep into brackets that are like, I got NC State Final Four. Yeah, congratulations. I hope they do it for you.
Exactly. Well, interesting thing about Purdue, Gene Cady, he's a former Purdue basketball coach. He's a legend at Purdue and Indiana in general. He was at the game, so that I think Matt Painter had cut a little net off for him.
Yeah.
He got a little net action.
That's good for him.
He was at the game too, man.
Where's Sister Jean when you need her?
Right.
She's still alive, you know that?
Is she? Okay.
Yeah, she's like 104.
Good for her, man.
That's not good for a dude. I do not want to live that long.
I don't either.
Dude, that's crazy.
Give me 84, 85 at the most.
Give me a shotgun at that age.
That's a full life. 100, nah, man, because you're going to see a lot of people pass away. You're not going to really be able to do much at that age.
Yeah, she's just getting wheeled around.
Right.
Takes, sounds terrible.
I'm good on that.
But bless her soul.
So, yeah, that's the first game.
All right. Yeah, we can start the second game. I'm trying to think of an aside here. If I really here's a quick aside before we do move on. How do you feel about the NCAA wanting to ban player props in college sports?
No, man. We're betting. We're betting everything, man.
I see the point of integrity because, like, think about that guy at, like, a D2 school that does end up playing a team like Purdue. If a book puts a line out on a guy, that's on them.
Yeah.
But to me, I'm like, yeah, if I was some kid and some fucking guy came up to me, it's like, make sure you don't score 10.5 tonight.
I understand.
I got $100K for you right now, buddy. Well, NIL can fuck right off. I'm taking that money and I'm scoring 9.
Who's to say that they haven't been doing that anyway? I mean,
oh yeah, I'm not saying that hasn't been a thing.
Right. I mean, it's all of this stuff is just crazy to me.
Yeah.
But you're right. I mean, I get it, but I mean we're all betting now, man. Like you can still
people smash the Caitlin Clark number every night.
I know, true.
They do it. It's not.
But
I don't know. I just, to me, I'm kind of with them on it.
Yeah.
College basketball especially. Football's different.
Football is different because it's everything has to fall in place in order for that to happen.
Yeah, variance is wild.
Now, college, you're right. You could probably talk to a player and get him to shave some points right quick.
You could shave some points.
Yeah. But I just think it's been done anyway. They're doing it anyway, in my opinion. So what the hell?
That's why I hate basketball. Like, it's easily the most fixable game.
Yeah, it is, honestly.
You can't fix
now, you would think, though,
like that.
Right. It's just at the college level. I don't think in the NBA that, why would you fix it? You already paid.
That shit's hella fixed, too. I don't care what
with the refs, though. I'm saying the
refs,
players.
I'm saying, the players, they don't give a shit.
Yeah, they're already making money. They're already, huge contracts. Now, the refs, on the other hand, that's why I feel like the NBA should pay the refs a little bit more and hold them more accountable, too.
Hold them more, yeah.
But, I don't know. Maybe they should get rid of the props.
I think some of them is, or at least, base it off, book by book basis. Just
right. Now, what about these bigger games, though?
And obviously limit, and they're doing that anyway, limit the bets on these props. Like, I can't go and bet my, DeAndre Ayton over rebounds. I can't go and put X amount of money on it because it's going to limit me at probably $500.
True indeed, yeah.
Like, you see those prop tickets where it's like, I put $50K on this. Yeah, because you're probably down $500K, you dumbass.
Most bettors are down, too.
Yeah, we're all down, man. Believe me. Down, right here, down.
Well, speaking of Caitlin Clark, how many did she get
last night?
against
I think
LSU?
She put up 40?
I thought I saw 40.
I thought I seen 41. I thought she smashed it. She hit 9 threes. She was cooking.
Girls basketball is better than men's NCAA basketball right now. Girls in NCAA basketball. They have more stars.
They have more, yeah.
Yeah,
star power.
I think better teams, honestly, but definitely more star power.
Did you see Fox was trying to keep Caitlin Clark in college just because the revenue for Iowa basketball is going to be that much more than when she goes pro. Yeah. Which she's still just going to go pro.
Right.
But I can see why you would want to stay that final year.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Well, the Big Three offered her, a few million. Like $3 or $4 million.
You don't do that. Get out of here.
Hey, I mean, I'd have threw it at her, too, just see what she would have said.
Yeah, I'd still probably go and play for my respective league.
She won't make $3 or $4 million that first year, but she'll make it off of
she's gonna make it off endorsements if she already isn't alone.
She probably is already.
She's probably already loaded. She's probably up there with like the most loaded college athletes.
Oh, definitely.
I'm trying to think of like guys off the top of my head.
Basketball wise,
football
or just
wise,
football.
Football wise.
Oh,
she probably makes as much as like JJ McCarthy.
I was about to say, or your so-called number one,
Caleb Williams.
Yeah,
probably.
She's probably the best that we've seen in quite some time.
Yeah, for sure.
Sure.
And there ain't nothing against what's the girl she played last night, Reese.
Oh yeah,
Angel Reese. Yeah, she's a dog too.
She is a dog. Yes, man.
And then there's that one girl, I forgot who it was on USC. Big girl. She scored like 40.
She's a beast.
That girl's a beast.
They have
body me up.
They have so many, excellent players in NCAA girls basketball right now, man.
No, it's
they should market it more, honestly.
People are following, I think. I think that's a good thing though. And that's, I think that's a product of NIL.
Yes.
So, it's something they can learn from, but, everyone's a bag chaser now, so we will go to the next game. It is Uconn, probably your future champion, hosting the Crimson Tide, who do not deserve to be a two-sport school. Uconn, 11.5-point favorite here. All right, Andre, Uconn's covered all 4 games so far. You think they cover the final 2?
Yeah. Hey, listen, I won some money off of them, man, just by taking the cover.
Yeah, me and you talked about it early on. I'm this team kind of just,
I'd be crazy to bet against them right now, man. They are on a run.
Yeah, I think, is this too many? It could be too many points, but again, from what I seen on Saturday, I wouldn't bet against these guys either at this point.
No.
Mark Sears is a baller, though, for Alabama. I will say that.
Man, he hit so many threes in a row. I'm like, what in the world is going on here, man?
I mean, I think this is just a well-rounded basketball team. Coming from, I thought the Big East was the best conference in basketball. I guess it's the ACC, but 1 and 2 respectively.
Yeah. I mean, Alabama is awesome to watch because they garner so many points. They can shoot the three. They have bigs, that play well down there. They rebound. The defense, not so much. I mean, they defend, I guess, when needed, but usually they just get it on and pop them with the scoring. They go at such a heavy pace. Such a fast pace. Now with Connecticut, we already seen how Connecticut does it, man. They can run with you. They can go slow.
It doesn't matter. It does not matter.
It doesn't matter. They go deep too, man. They're so deep.
I mean, they score over 75 in every game. If not, they're scoring like 90 in some of these games. I'm just looking at their past games.
Yeah.
I like that they put up 101 on DePaul. DePaul won 3 games all year, by the way. They went 0-20 in conference. The real struggle there for I don't even know who they.
Man.
They're not the Deacons. That's Wake Forest.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, the Blue Demons.
Blue Demons.
Yeah. Ray Meyer is turning in his grave.
Glad
old school coach.
So yeah.
No, but Dan Hurley, he knows his team. He knows what he has. He's a pretty good coach. I believe. You know what I mean? It's just they're such a together, cohesive team, and they know no one does too much. You know what I mean? Like everybody knows their role on the team, so it's just gonna be hard to beat them. They play so well.
I just think they roll these guys. Illinois isn't a slouch, and they crushed. I mean, that was an incredible run.
Terrence Shannon Jr. didn't score that much in that game.
Yeah, San Diego State was no slouch either. I thought they didn't win their division, I believe. I think it was Utah State.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, they've got more competitive in the Mountain West with Nevada, Boise State. Even UNLV's a decent team. Colorado State even I thought was going to be Texas, and egg on my face. If you remember some of our picks, I went 1-2 that week. MSU won that week, so I guess if you really wanted to look at the other ones. Actually, let me look. I think I have the notepad still here. Let's take a look. New Mexico 1.5 over Clemson, dud. Creighton 12.5 over Akron, hit. Charleston did not cover at Bama. Michigan State won. I believe Marquette covered over West Kentucky. That 14.
Mm-hmm.
St. Mary's did not cover. Mm-mm. And then Auburn over any number over Yale. Yuck. Yeah, sorry, I had to look over that. Anyways.
Hey, man, we all know this March Madness thing.
Yeah, shit be happening.
Hard.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Shit happens.
It does.
So it always is fun.
Well, one thing about UConn, too, is their defense, man.
Exactly.
They defend well, and I think the defense is a result of their offense, too. You know what I mean? Like, they can stop you, and then they're going to go back down there and score.
Oh, yeah.
Might be a fast break, anything.
And that's why I said about, the, number one offense, number one D. It's probably them. Probably, I can probably give you a quick Google search while you talk about God knows what with this team, but.
I think they're going all the way. I think in my final, UConn, Purdue, UConn covering the spread. No matter what spread it is.
Against Purdue.
Against
Yeah.
Purdue.
That's kind of where I think everyone's just waiting for Monday.
Yeah.
Just for that.
And the
if it's
matchup with the bigs will be interesting.
Purdue-Alabama rematch would be interesting, however, because they did play earlier in the year. I lost money on that game. Thanks, Bama.
Did you?
Yeah, I bet that
Okay.
game earlier in the year.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I think Bama was like 3-point dogs in that game. I think they lost by 5.
Okay.
It was pain. I know it was pain.
Hey, every loss bet is pain.
Yeah.
But sometimes with betting,
Uconn was 9th in opponent scoring defense. I like to just see
top 10.
Yeah, top 10.
Sometimes you can make the right bet in a bet.
Yeah,
and
you
still
still lose.
lose.
Yeah.
And then, I'm not so mad about that because anything can happen. But it just as long as I felt like, oh, okay, I made the right bet. It just didn't hit. You win, you lose.
Exactly. Trying to see if I can find scoring defense. They got to be up there. No, because
I think it still would be an
Houston.
interesting matchup between
UConn was
Purdue and UConn.
yeah,
though.
UConn was 9th in scoring defense as well.
Okay.
I mean, they're just a solid team.
You
wouldn't-
couldn't go wrong with betting them to win the whole thing.
Look at the book. I think the books, by the time they're in the Sweet 16 or Elite 8, it was like plus 120 for them to win it all.
It was, yeah.
And even the
Yeah.
pre-tourney odds was only like 4-1, 5-1.
Yeah.
So you're betting on Scotty Scheffler, basically. A Masters show coming up, I believe, next week. That's going to be next week.
Okay.
I think we're going to do a couple... I got a couple things I think I'm going to plan for you. That's next week.
Did you announce your bets to the public yet?
Only to
You gonna
friends. Only to
Okay.
friends.
You
I got
more.
more.
You gonna wait till the show, right?
Yeah, I got more. Don't worry, I got
You got
more.
more?
I got more. Yeah, I got a lot of them.
Oh my goodness,
So we'll be talking about it for sure.
it's coming up.
Yeah, so that college basketball season. This is the college basketball season. It's the tournament to me. I don't really care about anything else.
Yeah.
Football coming up soon too, man. We got draft in 3.5 weeks here.
Yeah, it's
So,
coming. I think 24th through 26th.
Yeah.
Or maybe 26th to 28th.
Yeah, here in the great city.
3 days, yeah.
I'll be down there Friday. Should
Okay,
be down there
for sure.
Friday night.
I may go down there Thursday. I gotta my friend told me to sign up for the get into the place, I guess.
Yeah, you sign up as a worker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did that.
Yeah, I
and,
know who told us that. I was there.
Yes. So, I'm in it to win it. We'll see how Thursday goes, though,
Yeah,
because I got to work the next
That's
day.
my problem. Like, if I had more time, that's all I'll say.
I know. If I go down there, I'm just going to go down there to see, I'm not going to be partying.
Yeah, you'll see the first 10 picks or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And mosey back to the crib. But I'm not that far from Detroit, but I mean, it's going to be crazy down there, though,
Yeah.
too.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be Madhouse.
Madhouse. Looking forward to it, though.
Yeah, oh, definitely. And so, yeah, that'll conclude our NCAA talks. We'll
UConn
try,
by the spread.
UConn every game. Just
To
keep
win.
betting them, I guess. That's
Right.
where we lie. Bet NC State if you're really to make a bet. And we'll be right back with more NFL shit. Okay, so this wouldn't be a fumbling the bag episode without a little bit of football. Since the last time we have spoken to you guys, a lot has happened with the draft, the implications of who is getting drafted, because you got a bunch more quarterback movement. Justin Fields gone to the Steelers, back up. Russ will be cooking, I guess. Sam Howell gone to the Seahawks. Probably Jane Daniels, number 2 pick now.
Yeah.
Any other major moves? Obviously, we talked about most of the moves.
Yeah, those were the two most recent major ones.
And we know the Vikings are more than likely drafting a quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
for
they're
sure.
saying it's J.J. McCarthy, so...
Wow.
Yeah, that is
Really?
something
Oh,
I've heard
boy.
around the grapevine. I got
Damn.
inside source.
Okay, that might not be the move for them, but
It's
they'll probably
not the
make
move,
it.
but that might be the move they make.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what are your thoughts on the movements of Fields and Howell?
Well,
Oh, and Pickett. Pickett left, too. Obviously, he went to the Eagles.
Pickett did go to the Eagles. That one that's a good backup.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and if Hurts doesn't play well,
And or just gets hurt.
or gets hurt, I mean that's a pretty decent move for Philly. But with the Fields situation, I'm not so certain that Fields will not beat Russell Wilson.
I literally think Fields is better than. It's crazy because they're like, no, Russell's our guy, and I'm like, well, why?
Why? At this point in their career, I think Fields may be just as good, or if not even better.
He deserves a chance. Russell Wilson proved what he is in Denver.
He did.
He's kind of a pumpkin.
Well, we'll see these first 5 games, how he does. But he'll get snatched up, man, and they'll put Fields in there.
And that's what I mean. He's a non-mobile QB about to go behind a really bad offensive line.
Yeah, hopefully they can shore up that offensive line in the draft. Maybe make some trades. Maybe they definitely need to shore up that line. But I just think that they didn't get. I mean, Russ is a 1-year contract.
1 year, yeah.
How much was it?
It was a lot, like over 30 mil or something crazy.
Okay.
Or it might have been less.
I think it was less, yeah.
Yeah, because it was some
I'm not going to say it was
bullshit.
the minimum, but I think it was a lot less.
Yeah, because it might have been like 9 mil, because I think Broncos just ate up a ton of dead money.
They ate up, yes, exactly. So they didn't get him for much.
Yeah, it wasn't for much. And then they didn't get Fields for really anything either. I don't know. I just think throwing these guys to the wayside, it's kind of crazy. Like, is Caleb Williams really going to be that guy?
I don't think so. I'm sorry, but I just don't.
I don't know. I don't know the tangibles of like what makes an NFL QB, but I think Jaden Daniels might be better.
Yeah. Well, I know Diva is not one of them, and I think Caleb Williams is a diva.
Yeah.
He just, I don't know. I think the Bears made a horrible move, like they usually do.
Hey, good for the Lions. Great for the Lions, man. Because I was thinking you keep Fields and you just boss up, take Marvin Jones Jr., take a really good guard.
Man, you get that offensive line together. You got weapons.
They just signed, a bunch of guys on defense.
Defensively, yes, they're going to be good, on that end. I just think that I don't know, the Bears are their own worst enemy, in my opinion.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe he's awesome. I don't know, but yeah, I'm happy and sad about the Commanders at number 2.
I was going to say, what do you think about your boy Sam I Am?
Sam Howell was my dog. You're going to take that job in Seattle. You and Kenneth Walker III are going to make your way to being starters over Charbonnet and Geno Smith. You guys are going to win the division. Or at least make the wild card. Weaker NFC again. At least beat the Rams for me, guys. At least beat the Rams.
Well, even with Geno, they were very competitive and almost got to the playoffs.
Yeah.
I think they can move forward with this.
I think they can move. Like, Howell is a better thrower, I think, than Geno. I'll be honest. Just from what I've seen, I watch a lot of bad Washington games, and I get it. He threw a lot of picks, but man, he was under duress every play. There's not a worse offensive line in the league than Washington at this moment.
So he's definitely with the better team.
He's with a way better team.
Yeah.
They drafted well in the last 3 years.
They have. Yeah, I think they're a better coach, too.
Yeah.
So it's just a good move, I think, for Seattle. And it'll be, good for Sam. And, he can start over.
Yeah, his development, he, like I said, I just see these guys as, starting. I don't see Fields and him not starting.
Right. Well, I think Geno's time is probably up.
Yeah. 35 years old at this point.
Yeah, and
36.
A couple years back, he had a stellar season. I mean, he wasn't bad last season, I guess.
It was like he had half of a great season, and then he fell off the second half.
He fell off. So I think that's a good situation for everybody involved right now, other than Geno.
Yeah. Tyrod Taylor on the Jets. I mean, he's going to be your starter probably.
You think so? Really?
Damn well, Aaron Rodgers
might get hurt.
Gonna die halfway through the year.
he could possibly get hurt.
No, he's going to get hurt. He's 42 years old.
Well, I mean,
coming off a major injury.
But what do you think about their offensive line?
They didn't improve it at all. They just threw a bunch of money at defense. Like Bryce Huff is gone. He went to the Eagles, but they re-signed they did take my boy. God, who did they take? They picked up a D lineman, I want to say, from the Eagles.
Okay.
Not
Yeah,
Kinlaw.
I know you're talking
Kinlaw,
about.
maybe? No.
It's an older player, right? I believe.
Yeah, they took on some guy.
Yeah, I mean they're getting well defensively, but that was never their problem anyway. You know, it was always a offensive line.
Always
you got to protect Mr. Rogers
or Zach Wilson, whoever's there. They just don't have it. Good luck to them.
How good do you think they're going to be too this upcoming season? The Jets.
Aaron Rodgers plays the whole year. 10-7, 11-6.
Hey, I think that's playoff bound.
It's playoff bound, yeah. Bills have won. I was looking at the. They actually came out with over-unders for wins today.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Yeah, that got released. Okay. Panthers were at like 4.5 with New England. I'm like, I might take the over on both those.
Both of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
New England. That NFC East is going to be brutal.
Yeah.
If Rodgers is actually good. But then again, just decimate. Like, the Dolphins just blew up their whole team. I feel like the Jets did too. So, same with the Bills.
So, they're going to take a step back, in my opinion.
I think all those teams might take a step back. The only team that didn't take a step back was Kansas City.
They never do.
A team that's going to be
4 or 5 years.
The only team I think is going to be real dog shit's the Chargers. They're going to be pathetic.
Yeah, they will be. But I think they'll be better coached. So let me wait and see. I'm not going to say that just yet because they are going to be coached better.
They're going to be dog shit no matter what.
As far as their talent, they don't have as much talent.
They lost their whole offensive core.
Yeah. But, I mean, hey, listen, man. I
think they might have lost their all-star center, too. He has, like, a heart condition. Yeah. I don't know if he retired.
We've said this before about teams, and they managed to, play
surprise,
decent. So we'll see.
Seahawks a few years ago.
Exactly. I didn't see them doing anything.
Houston this year, obviously.
Right.
So there's always someone. It's like, who will it be this year?
Yeah.
Probably the fucking Bears or something.
I think that, listen, I do believe that division, the NFC North, is going to be tougher than we think.
Yeah.
As far as all around. I still have Detroit as a top tier.
I think Detroit's a top 5 team, and they proved that last year.
No doubt.
They're going to get more. They're going to get tough schedule. They got a tough draws, believe me. I'll be at the Buffalo-Detroit game. Don't get me wrong. Because home and away opponents are released. Like, we're working behind the scenes on stuff already. We know the schedule. We just don't know what weeks they play.
Exactly.
I think they announced some of the holiday games recently, too.
Okay.
They're going to play Wednesday on Christmas for the first time ever.
Oh, wow. See, and this is what I like about the NFL. It's pretty much year round. You could talk about the NFL all year. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's never a lag off. It's always something to talk about.
Yeah. If you're actually invested, yeah.
Right.
If you just watch the Lions, well, yeah, you should watch Lions dedicated, material.
Oh yeah, and I've been peeping too, man.
That's why you peep to your 5-6 teams, and you try and learn more about the others.
Yeah, and that we can do. We can always watch something about NFL football.
Try and learn
all times, man.
Just try and learn something because it's only getting tougher with these caps, man. The capping, they're tough, no doubt. And the Lions, I'm afraid the Lions are going to get the Bills Chiefs syndrome, where they're just going to start making sure these guys don't cover games.
Hey, I'm ready for the betting.
I'm just saying, just watch out because it might turn into that again.
Because they've been covering the last 3 years.
3 years, man. They've been like the best team by a mile too. It's like not even close.
I know some people have made some
Niners.
money. Yeah, they've made some money off of them, man.
Yeah, like Mahomes' first 3 years were like crazy, but it's calmed down over the last 3 because they're like, we got to start giving them 15 points at home or something.
Yeah. Now, that's kind of gotten reversed, though, with Kansas City through, the last portion of the year.
Yeah, they got better. Obviously, they covered every game in the playoffs.
Right, exactly.
But only the true backers, if you're like me and you just hate them, I'm like, no.
You just hate
anyone else. But except that first game against Miami, that was my lock.
Hey, that's called hate betting.
Hate betting works, yeah.
Sometimes it does, man.
Sometimes it works.
You get emotional with it.
That's why UConn's a lock. Fuck Alabama.
I know, right?
They killed our fucking dreams. But Michigan won the title, so good for you guys.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the draft, though. The NFL draft.
Dude, it's going to be fun.
It should be really fun and
I
exciting.
love learning new names.
Yeah.
I want some new football cards with some new motherfuckers on them.
Oh, shit. Hey, you can get it how you want it. Sure.
Yeah, straight up. I need a Puka Nacua card still. That's my guy. We
Can
both
you
rocking the hair.
buy the sets anymore?
You could buy sets, yeah, if
Okay.
you want. They're cheap, but it's just base cards. It's all the like specialty stuff,
Yeah.
that people want, or the colors, rainbow collecting they call it,
Okay. Yeah.
or just like number collecting. I got like a few. I got like signed cards and shit too now. Like
No, that's pretty cool.
I got because I bought a box that gave me like Panini points. I like got a Naz Reid autograph card. I was like, okay, I'll take that.
Hey.
It's like he's an
Take
NBA
it.
player. I think he's gonna be good, but I should have took the Casey Mize one for the Tigers.
Yeah.
That's my dude.
Hey,
Go
baseball's in
Tigers.
town too.
Baseball's
is here.
Tigers are 4-0. They're winning the World Series at this point in my mind. They're like the Pistons when I'm just blindly watching bad teams. But I've always watched the Tigers. Like, if I'm not watching the Tigers, I'm not watching baseball.
Everybody has their team.
And then I'm half watching baseball because, like, who pays attention to a whole game in their 30s at this point? I got better shit to do.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time, man. I think, because of social media and everything else going on, you just don't have the time.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I used to watch all types of baseball, man. I was watching baseball every day almost.
Yeah.
Now
I
it's
did
just
too,
like
when I was younger. A lot more baseball, but NFL runs my life now, and PGA also runs my life.
Hey, do not forget either the NBA playoffs. That's one of my favorite playoff things is the NBA.
Good God.
I love it. It's hard to handicap though. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, actually.
But
season
gosh,
ends,
man,
I think season ends next week, right?
Yeah, they'll have.
Or no, I think it ends only 2 weeks. So we'll do
they
something.
Have these playing games as well.
Yeah,
so.
we'll do something for that in a few weeks, just so we can keep Andre happy. Gotta feed the beast
hoops,
over
man,
here.
hoops.
Yeah, set change still being discussed at this point too.
Yes,
we have ideas. Yes, we have ideas.
We'll be coming up with something fresh and new for you guys.
Yeah, we're excited. The baseline show, it doesn't start till August, but
right.
Here we are. We're still doing shit. So
hey, you're gonna be seeing us. You will be seeing us.
Yep. So that's all for now, guys. We will see y'all on the next show.
Enjoy your sports.